Hello, and a very good day to you, wherever you are listening to me from. I'm your host, Jai, and it's another edition of Reset. And I want to welcome you to this edition today. And today we'll be talking about something also very important, and this has to do with words, the power of words, the words that we speak and the effect of these words, what they have when we speak them. And many times we speak unguardedly, and the effect of these unguarded words is that they bring to reality the things that we have spoken. I don't know if you've seen cases or heard of cases where it's been said as, oh, whatever this person says always comes to pass. Like, oh, it's like this guy has some kind of authority in his mouth. He says this and it's so. Well, it's the same for every person, because the power of death and life is in the tongue. The power of death and life is in the tongue. And if you look through scriptures, when Adam fell, that's Genesis chapter 3, when God now, brought upon them certain consequence because of what they did, both Adam, Eve, and the serpent. We found out that in Genesis chapter 2, God made beasts from the ground and brought them all to Adam. And anything Adam called them, so it was. And so this power was not taken away from Adam, it remained with him. And so in Genesis chapter 3, if you read further down, after they were sent out of Eden, he called his wife. Scripture says, and he called his wife Eve, the mother of the living. He called. So the efficacy of the word in his mouth was still there, and is still present with every person up until this very day. But the issue I want to bring up from there is this: as wonderful as that sounds, that we could call things to be, even things that we do not see, is how we unguardedly use it, and then it brings us to problems. Now, if you come with me, the book of Proverbs, Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 21, just like I said, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So whatever seed you sow by the words that proceed out of your mouth, get ready for the harvest. That's what he's saying. So what should I say to you and I? We must be very conscious of the very words that come out of our mouths, because they are seeds. And we have this saying of, oh, I was just joking. I was just kidding around. It wasn't as if I meant it. I just said it. Some would say, oh, it's just reality. I'm just saying it as it is. Now, to you, it is that. But to the other, that be the act on what has been spoken. Now, for example, let's say you sow mango in the ground. I'm very sure from the seed of a mango, you should expect a mango fruit. You don't go back to the soil after a while when it produces mango fruit and then say, oh, even though I sowed mango, I actually was expecting purple. Now, it gives to you what you have sown. It returns back. In fact, in manifold, measure, that's what it returns back to you. So it is pertinent and very important for you and I to make sure we guard the very word that comes out of our mouth, so that we don't come into the state of wondering, but I've been praying. Oh, how come I'm seeing the adverse or contrast to what I'm speaking? Now, after you have prayed, issued positive decrees, you go back again and you negate them by the words that proceed out of your mouth. And so by those words, we are held accountable by those words. Even in the secular world, you find out that when someone is about to be picked up by law enforcement, they tell you, be mindful of everything that will come out of your mouth right this moment, because whatever it is that you say will be used against you. So you don't say things and then come back and say, I really did not mean it. No, it wouldn't pass. So for you and I, it's very important that we are mindful of the words that proceed out of our mouth. And I know another person might be saying, I'm only just keeping it real. I'm sick, really, or I'm this, or I'm that. And so I'm just saying what it is. No, we don't. Because whatever you speak at that moment becomes your reality. Yes, there is fact and there is truth. There is what we call fact and there's what we call truth. In my next video, watch out for that, where I'll be distinguishing between fact and truth and how we use this tool so that we don't become our own enemies of some sort. All right. Till I see you again, please be safe.